29th of July, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Nun Gimel. Okay. Good morning again, Mary. Good morning again, Lou. How's everyone doing?
Okay. Hashem, Baruch Hashem. Thank you.
Okay.
Kuf Nun Dalet, did you say?
Kuf Nun Gimel.
Gimel.
Okay. Let's start with Sif Cotton. Sif Cotton. It's not Sif Base. Tov Kuf Nun Gimel Sif Base. Tisha B'av Leiloi Kiyoimoy. Called over. Tisha B'av, the night is like the day for all things. It's not like it's not like the other fasts that you can eat and drink and do everything more or less at nighttime, and the fast really begins in day. But Tisha B'av, the fast begins at sunset. Let's see. Lou, would you like to read this time? I was reading the first year.
Okay, great. Thank you. Tisha B'av,
Sure.
Lo Kamo L'chol Davar. Tisha B'av night is like all things.
Like Kiyomo, it's like the day for all in all aspects.
Huh. I don't have Kiyomo. Interesting. I have Kamo. I guess I have a misprint. Okay. Ve'ein ochlim ella mi ba'od yom. You cannot eat unless or except when it's still day.
Right.
Uvein ha shmashos shelo asur kiyom kippur. And in the twilight, it's forbidden for him like Yom Kippur. Okay, the Ramah says, Umutar birechitza v'sika uneilas hasandal ad bein hashmashosh. It's permissible birechitza, I don't know.
Rechitza is washing.
It's permissible to wash the sicha and to anoint.
That's right.
Une ilas a sandal, and to wear shoes until twilight. Mihu b'chol nohagin lechalot min alim kodem she yomar baruchu. The one who what's bechol?
And here that meaning bechoil, meaning on the weekday, we're going to take off our shoes, lachot sanalim, and we're accustomed to take off our shoes, kodem shom baruchu, before they say baruchu, meaning the beginning of Ma'ariv.
Ah, okay. V'im hu Shabbat holtzim le'achar baruchu. But if it's Shabbos, then what? He waits till after they say baruchu?
Right. If it's Shabbos, I mean that may very well be relevant to us this year. If it's going to be Shabbos, so you take them off the shoes only after saying the Baruch Hu. Milvad, except for the Shliach Tzibur, except for the leader of the congregation.
Shecholeit kodem Baruch Hu, that he takes his shoes off before Baruch Hu.
Right.
Rak Omer Tehila Ha Mavdil Kule. Only he says initially the blessing of Hamavdil.
Right. I mean, you have to say we'll say first, right? The Hamavdil. I mean, most likely though he's referring to saying Baruch Hamavdil ben Kodesh Kol. We'll see. There'll be explanation about this. Okay, let's. Okay, we can do the Ramah. We can do the Ramah. Continue on. No, you should all limud.
V'nahagu shelo lilmod be'erev be'erev tet b'av Tisha B'av me chatzos ve'elach ki im b'devarim ha mutarim b'Tisha B'av. So let's see, v'nahagu, and it's customary to not learn on the evening of Tisha B'av until midday or midnight. And onward, since if
that's midday. That's referring to midday, not midnight. Midday.
midday, so from the evening until the next day, the next midday.
Well, it says here, Noigu, the custom is lo limo be'erev Tisha B'av mechatzois. The custom is that on erev Tisha B'av, meaning the day before Tisha B'av, from that afternoon, midday and onward, the custom is only to learn those things which you learn normally on Tisha B'av itself.
Oh, for midday before Tisha B'av. I see. Okay.
That's right. Midday before Tisha B'av, correct.
And so then during that half day before Tisha B'av, you only learn the things that are permissible to learn on Tisha B'av.
Right.
Ulechein im chal b'Shabbat, and therefore, if Tisha B'av is on Shabbat, ein omrim parkei avos, pirkei avos. We don't learn pirkei avos. V'chein lo yitayel erev Tisha B'av. And therefore we don't, what's yita'el?
That's to take leisurely strolls.
We don't take leisurely strolls on an erev Tisha B'av before Tisha B'av.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Let's go back to the Mishna Beruras here. Any questions about the what we just read in general?
No, it basically I think it's just saying that we kind of start Tisha B'av early.
What do you mean?
Well, from the midday, the day before Tisha B'av, we start with our morning practices. We don't take strolls, and we don't learn certain things.
Right.
I guess we're kind of subdued.
Correct. That's right. I mean, the person should begin to focus on the coming day. And one of the reasons why we don't we'll see, actually we'll try and see the Bear Luck. According to the Bear Luck, it could be that you can really continue on learning like you do normally do on Erev Tisha B'Av. But the reason being that those who say you shouldn't learn your normal learning on Erev Tisha B'Av, even though it's not Tisha B'Av yet, is because usually when a person's going to be learning, like he'll find a certain joy and satisfaction from his learning, and that happy, joyous feeling will carry with him until and including going into Tisha B'Av, which you want to avoid. So therefore they're a little bit more strict about stopping to learn even on Erev Tisha B'Av, even though you can still eat and drink, you can wear shoes and everything else, wash. But learning, since it carries with it the prospect of being satisfied and joyful over your learning, even after you stop learning. So therefore, they wanted to add an extra protective barrier against being joyful on Tisha B'Av. So they say that you should not therefore learn on Erev Tisha B'Av, even those things, only those things which are permissible on Tisha B'Av itself. But we'll see more about that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Let's
we're in Sifkat and Gimel.
let's see, Sifkat and Gimel. That is correct. Sifkat and Gimel.
Ubain Hashmash Osh Shalo Aser. So and during twilight, it is forbidden. Hayinu Bain Bich Si Sa So Uvain Biti Aso. It is between I don't know Chanin So.
The- whether Banish Shmoshes, all the things which are or usher on Tisha B'Av itself or usher during Banish Shmoshes, whether you're going Bikanisas entering Tisha B'Av, B'Yitzis, or exiting Tisha B'Av.
Or exiting. Oh. So in other words, both Ben Hashmashoses. The one before
Correct.
Aval Ein Tarich LeHosif Alehem. But it's not necessary to add to them.
Right, meaning, for example, on Shabbos, there's a mitzvah of Tosefes Shabbos. You should makabel Shabbos extra early before you get to sunset. And you should keep Shabbos with you past Tzeitz Kachavim, meaning don't be minimal in your accepting Shabbos and your exiting of Shabbos. You should be generous, meaning add on to Shabbos from Chol going into Shabbos and extend Shabbos into Chol in the exit of Shabbos. But here with Tisha B'Av, you don't have to do that. It's enough that you simply stop doing everything exactly by sunset, and you can break the fast and everything else exactly at Seitzer Kochavi, nightfall.
Okay, so this year, since this precedes Tisha B'Av, what is our policy about extending Shabbos?
Oh, so very good. So that we're going to see more details about that when we get to the Mishna Berura further on. But just briefly, to summarize, so again, since as you mentioned very truly, this year Shabbos is the day of Erev Shabbos. Erev Tisha is Shabbos. So therefore, in the latter afternoon of Shabbos, when you're getting closer to the day of Tisha B'Av, which is Motzi Shabbos, so you'll be having your Suda Shlishi, your third Suda, and you can eat, drink, and sing. You can Shabbos should be Shabbos completely, absolutely. You shouldn't be curtailing anything during Shabbos, except like we said, maybe not to say Pirkei Avos, maybe curtail your learning a bit. But in any event, in terms of eating, drinking, washing, all the other things which are permissible on a regular day, but some things you can't do because it's Shabbos, like you can't anoint yourself with oils and such like that on Shabbos necessarily. But anything that you can normally do on a Shabbos, it's Shabbos for all intents and purposes up until sunset. When sunset comes, then you should have stopped eating and drinking already, right? Your eating and drinking should have stopped by sunset. You don't necessarily have to have benched before sunset. And you can continue wearing your Shabbos clothes, your Shabbos shoes. You can continue to be um, uh, sitting in a chair. You can continue washing your hands. Uh, these things that are relevant towards the other aspects of the fast won't necessarily come in until Tzeitzeh Kachavim, meaning you have to determine when do you normally take out Shabbos. Some people may take out Shabbos 30 minutes after Shkia. Some may wait 45 minutes after Shkia. Some may wait 72 minutes after Shkia. But in general, the generally accepted standard is about 45 minutes after sunset. Now Shabbos basically comes to an end. It's now the 3 stars have come out, and now Banish Moshe has come to an end, and now the new day, in this case, Tisha B'Av, has begun. In which case, all the other things which are relevant to Tisha B'Av, meaning not wearing shoes, not washing your hands or face, not anointing yourself, um, as I said, eating and drinking will be stopped by the time of sunset because they're more strict about eating and drinking. And there's a little bit of a limbo time. There's a little bit of a limbo time that between as Beit Hashmoshes gets longer and longer, and Tisha B'Av becomes more relevant. So there's sort of a limbo time where you maybe should not be sitting in a chair anymore. So basically, what you should do is maybe say about certainly by 45 minutes, you should not be sitting in a chair anymore. And at that point, if you normally take Shabbos out, you should say Baruch Hamav ben Kodesh L'Choil. Right? You'll have to pay attention. Pay attention while you're in shul the next few days. Pay attention when Mariv is going to be in your shul on Motzei Shabbos. It's going to be probably a little extra later than usual, right? And people are going to be going to shul to be Mariv, Motzei Shabbos davening, and also Eicha. They'll be reading Eicha, right? So, and then there's going to be the Havdalah, which we discussed earlier, that you don't make a bracha b'samim, but there's a bracha amorei ha'esh. You can say that before you leave for shul, depending when you're going to be leaving for shul. If you're leaving too early to make a bracha on the eish, so when you come home from shul, or maybe if you've been hearing it in shul itself, you'll be making amorei ha'esh in shul before eicha. You can be see the bracha there. But we're going to review these halachas as we will go through the Mishna Berura tomorrow, and we'll do some more of that as well. Yeah, so those are the basic halachas which are relevant to the transition from Shabbos to Tisha B'Av. Okay. Take a look. Let's continue on a little bit more in Sif Katan Daled in the Mishna Berura.
Okay. The Daled. All right. Omutar birechitza kule. What was berechitza? I forgot.
That's washing.
Washing. It's permissible to wash. Kavar kitavnu deim kabel alav leachar shehif sik seudaso shelo lechol od. So already it's written that if he accepts upon himself um, the other uh, the other interruptions. Should he seek?
No, because Kavash we've already written, Im Kibbalav la'achash yifsik sudasai, if a person already accepted the fast upon himself after he has finished his Suda, Shalola Ocho, until he's not going to eat again eat anymore, Mela, then automatically, consequently, also Berekitza Vasika, Gamkein, it will be also forbidden to wash and anoint also.
Ah, when he stops eating is when that stuff starts. V'dafka kibel alav hahosafa mipeleg miplag hamincha, and specifically that when he accepts upon himself uh, from what is Hosafa?
The additional Kabbalah of the fast from the time of Minkur Mala, meaning that's approximately an hour and 15 minutes before Shkia.
So if he accepts upon himself to start fasting early, uh,
So it's only going to be a forbid washing and anointing only if it's going to be that accepting was made within the 1 hour and 15 minutes before sunset.
ha kodem lechain lav kabbalah he uma de kibel beferush kibel asu lo. This that he um, he accepted to, I'm sorry, lav Kabbalah that he did not receive.
He did not accept upon himself.
He did not accept upon himself um, that which he accepted, Beperush. I don't know what's Beperush.
Specifically, only if he's going to uh, specifically accept upon himself these things. Well, I don't want to go over time anymore. We'll continue this tomorrow, Mr. Shem.
Okay, thank
Very good. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
Blue.
Thank
Yeah. Both have a good afternoon. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Okay, you too, Rabbi.
Thank you again.
thank you.
Thank you. Shalom, bye.